All right, Kenman here, and today we have another fun unboxing. This is an anniversary unboxing. Not my anniversary, but it's someone's anniversary. What are we talking about, Kenman? How about we just open the box and get right into it and find out. Titanium Justin might have had another hand on a purchase here. He and I have been doing some lives together on Tuesdays. Go check it out. It's a fun time. Yeah, and we have I'm going to go off camera for a second here, from SMKW. They always throw in a invoice. It's got addresses and stuff on it, so I grabbed that off camera so we don't throw addresses up that we don't need to. Here is an SMK sticker, and we are in. Boom and boom. What's that? You don't see that. We're gonna open that in another day. Sorry, I'm long-winded, and you know me, I only can do one at a time. Here's the anniversary we're talking about. 30th anniversary Rough Ryder. Apparently they've been kicking it for 30 years. Do you have any Rough Riders? Limited edition right here. 30th anniversary, 1994 to 2024. Cool tin. 30 years, the Rough Ryder brand has followed the tradition of Teddy Roosevelt. We handpick the very best materials from every corner of the world in order to make the very best product. Anything less just wouldn't be a Rough Ryder. 30th anniversary. There's the tin. Let's get in and check. Oh! That is great. Yeah, okay, the tin is huge, the box is huge, the knife is tiny. I mean, you could have made the tin that size, but you know, why not go big? Go big, right? All right, cool tin. That is great stuff. Glad to support Rough Ryder and SMKW. They make some cool stuff. I enjoy them. Nice little budget slip joint kind of knives. Old school fun stuff. Mini bag on the floor. Here it is. What a tiny little thing we have here. I did not realize it was this small, of course, but that is fine. Let's get into it. Boom. Today we have the Rough Ryder 30th anniversary checkered brown bone Cub Lockback folding knife. Number RR2624. If you want to look one up, pick one up. These are limited. It is an anniversary special for their 30th. Congrats again to Rough Ryder for making it that far. Look at this thing. Let's break it down. All right. So it's got that cool checkered bone, brown bone handle. So it's a bone handle, but it's got that checker pattern on there. You got the Rough Ryder shield. We have a brass liners, nickel silver on the bolster. It is a lockback. Boom. Oh, what a fun little thing we've got right here. Tell you what, the little forward choil that allows you to get in there to make that little tight work. So it says RR2624 China right there. 440 razor sharp steel written on that side. Generally not a fan of branding like that, or branding on the blade, but in this case, it's the 30th anniversary. So that 30th anniversary stamp on there is cool. I actually like that in this case because this is kind of a commemorative piece. So for me, in this particular situation, I like that branding on there. It's kind of just that symbol, that show 30 years. What a fun little knife. Look at how tiny it is. Wait. Oh, there it is. There it is. Got it. I noticed right away when I saw this close, I'm like, oh, that's going to have a little forward choil. I love it. A small little knife with a little forward spot that you can get in. Otherwise, you'd be back here. It'd be a 2-finger knife. But because of that, it turns into a 3-finger little grabber with a tiny little blade, little relief cut on the top. It does have the match strike on the pull. So in the nail nick on that pull, it's got the ridges. So that's for striking a match. It'll strike anywhere match surface. That texture on that checkered bone, that feels really nice. That little choke up spot, the 3-finger, makes this much bigger a knife than it is. And it is a lockback, so it's not a slip joint. It actually does lock out. And it has a half stop. Boom, there's your half stop. And then your close. Ha! This thing is great. I love it. Very cool. Glad to have it in my collection. I have several Rough Ryders, and this one, this texture on here, though, this is selling it huge. I don't know if you can tell as much, but the depth of that checker on there, the grooves cut in that bone, that feels really nice. I want more handles like that. When I get my CNC going, I am going to try to emulate that, duplicate that. Is that the word? Look at this tiny little thing. I gotta zoom way in here. The badge looks huge on there. This thing is great. Okay. So, blade has just a tiny little bit of play. This is a budget knife. There isn't a lot crazy to this. These are all of, what are they right now? $17. You know what I mean? Tiny little bit of play on there, not bad. Knife sits in there good. The pull is fairly easy. I don't know numbers very well on that. I'd give it maybe a 3 on the pull. Pretty light. Thick this way though, so it does feel like you've got something in your hand, even though it is tiny. All right. Look at this little one. Excellent stuff. So Justin and I were talking about it. They for the 30th anniversary, Rough Ryder has about 8 different models that they've got, that they put the little 30 anniversary stamp on it. If you are interested in picking one up, help them celebrate their 30th, jump on it. Go to SMKW and pick one up. There's quite a few different types. I'll have a link in the description. 4 1/16, I guess, end to end. It is tiny. We're talking 1 inch and 5/8, 1 5/8 for the blade, with a 1 3/8 cutting surface with the tiniest curve on the belly, and 2.5 on the handle. Wow. Okay. Where is, oh, it's right there, buried. Blade thickness, 0.08. Look at how tight, close and zoomed in we are. So 0.09 gets to 0.08 right at that relief cut, and then tapers out. Nice little sharp little edge on there. Thickest part of the handle, 0.45. Thickest part this way, 0.81. Gets down to 0.54 there, and the thickest part of the blade is 0.62. And this thing, look at how long it went before it started flashing. It's almost like this battery has new life to it. I haven't added anything to it. We've been flashing for a good 5-6 months. Who knows how long? Anybody know? Comment below if you do. We got to zoom out. Sorry, everybody wobbling a little bit. 1.58. 1.58. Compare everything with the Kaiser Drop Bear. 3.29 on that one. Obviously, it's much smaller, 1.58. I'll get a little Rough Ryder Apta out here. One of my favorites from Rough Ryder, 3.18. So this is a smaller one. The Checkered Brown Bone Cub. The Cub Lockback. 30th anniversary, though. Oof. Right? Okay. So, Kaiser Drop Bear, great daily carry, great bug out killer, beast of a knife. Excellent user. It's not quite full size, but it's got it beat by 2 inches on the front and the back. This little teeny Cub Lockback. Here's that Rough Ryder Apta, really nice slip joint with the Warncliffe. Same kind of thing. It's a smaller knife, but compared to the tiny little Cub, it's a baby one right there. I dig it though. This thing is great. The lock, fun little action on it. I enjoy the little choke up spot. Nice curved, rounded, smooth bolster there. So when you get in, there's no real rough edges. You can just get in and get that tight little cut. This is going to be a regular carry 5th pocket. I was just going to put this in the collection as a 30th anniversary, but man, something about that. I mean, it just fits in that hand so well. What do we think? You going to pick something up from the Rough Ryder 30th anniversary group? Check it out. Comment below which one are you going to get. I dig this one a lot. Stay tuned. Justin's picking one up. We'll do some compares in our live together. I got a link for him down in the description as well. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.